What's up, guys? I'm coming back with another video on the Cancer zodiac horoscope, and this should be a good one, so listen up, guys. And also, before I start this video, I know a couple male Cancers. I have a few friends that are Cancers as males, and I've also have dated Cancers before, and they do have some things in common, but things are a little bit different. Female Cancers might be the most emotional people on the face of the planet, and male Cancers can hold their own a little bit better, but they do still feel strong emotions and have strong empathy. So the Cancer zodiac sign, they are emotional, intuitive, and practically psychic rather. Ruled by the moon and characterized by the crab, Cancer has so much going on in its watery depths. Cancer may seem prickly and standoffish at first meeting. Once they make the decision to become friends with someone, that person has a friend for life. Most Cancers have been called psychic at some point, and with good reasons. Cancer can often intuit relationships, ideas, and motivations before anyone has actually spoken. That can make for challenging interactions with this sign. Cancer hates small talk, especially when it contains white lies, like saying, "How nice to see you," when it's clear that both parties would rather avoid each other. That's why social gatherings can be overwhelming for Cancers. They'd much rather spend time in small groups where everyone is on the same page. In romance, Cancer is a giving and generous lover and expects the same in return. The crab is above mind games and hates the thrill of the chase. If you love someone, why not say it now? It's not uncommon for Cancer to fall into committed love after just a few days or weeks. And even though that decision is sudden, it can easily last a lifetime. Cancers tends to be happiest when they're part of a pair, and the best relationship brings out their greatest traits. But even though a Cancer thrives in a duo, he or she also has an independent streak and needs plenty of time to do things solo. The sign has an active internal life and is often are happy living in the realm of imagination. Sometimes Cancers need help from one of the more grounded signs to make their dreams a reality. Cancer is incredibly loyal, sometimes to a fault. Cancers will go to the ends of the earth and even against their own beliefs to help someone they love. Learning how to step up for what they believe in, even if it means turning down or against a friend, is a lifelong lesson for Cancer. As the emotional heart of the zodiac, this sign teaches everyone else that while there's so much in life that we may not be able to see, we should still pay attention to the unseen, because it does exist and we do need it. Cancers are amazing. Their name says it all. This is what Cancer stands for. The C stands for caring, A stands for ambitious, N stands for nourishing, C creative, E emotionally intelligent, and the R stands for resilient.
Have you been thinking about starting your own business?
Cancer's greatest gifts. With off the charts emotional intelligence, Cancer quickly cuts through the bullshit and noise to the heart of an issue. Crabs don't need all the facts and figures to know the right course of action, and their ability to trust intuition without judgment can aid them well. This gift is one that other zodiac signs can learn from and be inspired by. Cancer's greatest challenges. While Cancer easily and accurately reads situations when they're presented, he or she may not share those opinions with others. Speaking up is key because turning inward with emotions means that those emotions may erupt unexpectedly. Crabs also expect others to know what they're thinking, which is another source of pent-up frustration. Learning to voice opinions, even if it leads to conflict, is a lifelong lesson for Cancer. Cancer's secret weapon is emotions. And here are the top 5 reasons to love being a Cancer. They are practically psychic. Cancers can take the emotional temperature of almost every room they're in and can intuit whether a situation is good or bad before anyone says a word. They are passionate lovers. Cancers are adept in throwing both mind and body into over-the-top relationships. They absolutely adore letting go and totally connecting to their body in bed. Cancers are ruled by the moon. Cancer is incredibly in tune with the Earth's rhythm and finds solace and pleasure in nature. More than many signs, Cancers intuitively know that tuning into the natural rhythms of the Earth, the moon, and the planet can help when they have a problem. Cancers are incredibly loyal. Once a Cancer chooses to become friends with someone, he or she will have that person's back for life and won't let judgment get in the way of an amazing friendship. They are creative and resilient. Cancers can always find pleasure in their own company and their own mind, and they can make anything, even jury duty or a trip to the DMV, a fascinating story. And now I'm going to get into some more facts here for you guys about personality traits and stuff like that. Just got to switch pages here. Find this. Here are some negative traits of a Cancer. They are moody, or can be moody. I feel females are a lot more moody. I've dealt with both male and female Cancers, and I feel that women can be pretty crazy, bro. Very vengeful people too. If somebody does them wrong, they're going to do whatever they can do in their power to get back at this person, whether it's through other people or whether it's directly to that person itself. They might do other people wrong as well, just because they're that pissed off. Cancer individuals are also known to have a moody attitude, especially whenever they are jealous. You are normally protective and courageous. You can be very brooding and moody if you feel that your emotional needs are not being met. You switch moods rapidly. You will be laughing and joking at a moment and shedding your tears after a few minutes. This is part of your everyday life, which rides like waves. They can be negative. You are ruled by the moon, which is ever changing, and thus you can have moods that can grow dark and darker. It's common for you to struggle with low self-esteem and hold a lifelong grudge against someone. You are someone who sees the glass as half empty rather than half full. The wound of hurt and damage of feelings never get healed. Cancers can be clingy. Cancer individuals are sometimes over-imaginative, which can get them in trouble. You will cling and obsess over the situation until you have all of the answers. You can't turn off the feelings once it is ignited. Cancers are unpredictable. You have intense mood swings as well as sensitivity. It doesn't take much for you to go from friendly and outgoing to totally introverted as a way of protecting yourself. And it can prove quite confusing and unpredictable to the people in your lives. They can be suspicious. The empathetic crab is inclined to protect themselves. You only trust when you feel safe within relationships. You are often resorting to your inner world when you do not feel trusted or safe. And last is resentful. You become resentful and petulant often. Whenever you feel that you have been diverted, you are likely to build up resentment gradually until it explodes completely. The biggest problem is anything can make you resentful. You have great, fertile imaginations, but you use these talents destructively at times. It is very difficult to please you. You snap the situation out and come back to normal in time. Try and get a couple more here about the Cancer before we call this. Something else I'll just say to you guys that I know about Cancers is one of the things that Cancers hate more than anything.
How do we create our pot roast set?
And I know this to be true about females, and I'm almost 100% sure that males hate this as well. Being ignored by the person they really care about or don't want to be ignored by, that is something that bothers Cancers probably more than anything. This is something that will get under their skin more than anything else. Making them feel invisible will ruin their lives. They can't stand that. Especially if it's people that they want a connection with. That's ignoring them. Or they want to talk to a certain person and you ignore them. They're gonna get really jealous over that, and they're gonna become very bitter people. Here are some positive traits of the Cancer. They are very tender-hearted. Cancer is often misunderstood by other zodiac signs. To complicate matters, Cancers find it difficult to communicate what they're feeling because they shut down all emotional responses when hurt. Most of the time, they seem emotionally immature when compared to other signs. While this might be true in some cases, most of the time it's simply that they have a uniquely receptive nature. Once you get to know these people, you'll quickly realize that they're actually highly evolved individuals who aren't just sensitive to their own emotions, they're also sensitive to other people's feelings. This empathic ability complicates a Cancer's emotional state of being. Many Cancers are unable to distinguish the difference between their feelings and those they sense in others. Many empaths and psychics have sun signs or several planets in Cancer. Another positive trait about Cancers are they are very family oriented. The family that Cancer creates with their mate will receive undying loyalty and dedication. They'll move mountains to see that her children have what they need, and in many cases will lavish them with material gifts. Cancers are capable of great love, but first they must learn how to give it. Once they do, their family will blossom under nurturing. They are homebody at heart. It's no surprise cancers are very attached to their homes, like hermit crabs. They cannot survive without a home to call their own. It keeps them grounded and makes them feel safe. Cancers will spend a lot of money decorating their homes and filling them with all things that give them comfort and make them feel secure. They are very artistic and creative. Cancers are happiest when they're sharing their love for something like writing or poetry. With those around them, they tend to have a strong creative force, one that involves them with the arts in some capacity, and they take great pleasures in expressing themselves creatively. Here's another negative side to a Cancer. They are very fearful of rejection. Cancers need to express their feelings without fear of rebuke. Shy Cancers are deathly afraid of being rejected, so if they feel that there's even the slightest chance that will happen, they'll immediately pull back into their shells. One of the less fortunate personality traits of Cancer is they can become resentful and petulant rather than quickly. If they feel they've been slighted in some way, they'll likely let the resentment they feel build up inside until it finally explodes. The trouble is that nearly anything can make them feel resentful. They have incredibly fertile imaginations, and when they are not using this creatively in a productive manner, they can sometimes use these talents destructively. Cancers are very unforgiving. If you ever fall from Cancer's good graces, you may never be forgiven. You may not even know what you said or did. But one thing is certain, when that door slams behind you, it will likely never be opened again. You could spend years replaying your last conversation in an effort to understand what went wrong. Don't bother. You can never unravel the complexity of Cancer's emotional makeup. Here are some of the deeper traits of a Cancer. Soft underbelly. It's no secret Cancers are easily hurt and their wounds take a very long time to heal. They have kindness. There's a big difference between being nice and being kind, and Cancer is truly aware of this. Whether it's rescuing a stray dog or feeding the homeless, Cancer is the first one in line to offer a helping hand. They are dependable. While their moods may flicker like that of a candle caught in a storm, you can always depend on them, whether it's for love, money, or simply to lend a helping hand. Cancers are known for coming through in a pinch. Anger. It takes a lot for these folks to blow up, but once they do, watch out. Perhaps this is because these natives spend so much time stifling their anger. Action taker. Cancer is a cardinal sign and therefore one of action. At a moment's notice, Cancer is truly ready to spring into action to right a wrong, and they are persistent. Cancer is loyal. They make great leaders but tend to overreact. Cancer women can be sensitive, kind, artistic, romantic, eccentric, flamboyant. They can be moody. And that is basically all I have for Cancer traits. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be doing another horoscope again pretty soon. Let's hear what you guys have to say in the comments about this horoscope. I'm out.